EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to test this secondary right away. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw on the run is complete. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Joshua Carney comes out now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Cardi now. Will kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Throwing now from the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man is Nakua. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They run over center with Williams. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So, from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Powering forward. He's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Rams have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, And the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third and 9. The motion man is Nakua. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The motion man is Nakua. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. He'll get this out wide. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Third and goal. They'll throw out of the gun, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Give left side. Here's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
This is our last chance.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. What can they do here on third down and 7? That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
17, Rams 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's...
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. What a time for a pick-6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick-6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick-6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Nakua. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
The halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are able to get it back within a score.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
First and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the middle. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. In trouble, and down he goes.
Big time opportune sack there by the defense, Mike. They're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive explosive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. He'll drop to throw. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man downfield. It's Addison. Pick up good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to extend their lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really...
And he's in! Touchdown, Seattle. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. Great example of it here. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready up.
3rd and long. The motion man is Nakua. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25.